My name's Pam Doneen, and in this video, I'm going to show you how to make some tired, dirty, worn tennis shoes and make them look kind of new again. So we're going to give these shoes a facelift. These are my nephew's shoes, and I told him I would do it for him. So they're pretty dirty. This pair I've had for 7 years. They're worn out a lot on the inside and the leather's cracking. But I can show you a trick to kind of hide that and blend that in as well. This pair is material. Most of them are leather. This one's material, but this process will work on leather, canvas, material. It's just really good. And two of these pairs of tennis shoes in here are secondhand tennis shoes that I got. So I'm gonna help these along and make them look good as well. So let's get started and I'll show you the process. So the first thing I'm going to do is just wet down my shoelaces, and then I'm going to use a little bit of Tide and squirt it on there, and then I'm just going to really, rub them together and get them going. And look how dirty this one is. I mean, we'll see, but I've done it before and it worked. So I'll just keep doing this for a bit, and then I'll show you the next. So I rinsed them out really well after I scrubbed them with the Tide. And now what I'm going to do, because they're still needing some help, they're still dirty, is I'm going to take a little jar and I am going to use a couple teaspoons of OxiClean in there, and then also just a little squirt of the Tide, and fill it up with my water. And the water's not hot, but it's warm from me washing these. And then I'm going to put the lid on. And the reason I put it in this jar is because then I can kind of like shake it with like agitating it every once in a while. And I'll leave it soaking in there for, 2 hours. It could go longer if you want, but every once in a while I'll just give it a shake. And then it acts kind of like a wash machine. I used to put them directly in the washer, but then I'd get a big knotted mess of shoelaces that I'd have to untangle. And the next step I'm going to do is scrub my shoes. And I'm first going to take the inserts out because that will help to get those really clean, because like this one's really dirty. But I take those out and scrub them as well. And I just bought this scrub brush at the dollar store, and I just wet them down, and then I get a little bit of my Tide again. I love my Tide here, and just really give it a good scrub with the scrub brush all over it. And I'm going to also scrub the inserts as well, just to get those good and clean too. And I will continue just, scrubbing the whole shoe, top, bottoms, and I'm going to do it with all 3 of these shoes. I only took 1 of each shoe so you could see the before and after. So I've got my 3 shoes scrubbed pretty well, and I just have these to do, and then I'll show you. These are pretty bad. We'll see what we can do with them though. So all I have left to do now, I put my shoes in the wash, and the inserts of the shoes are in the wash. And then this is 1/4 of a cup of Tide. There's about 1/2 of a cup of bleach. Go in here. And then about 1/3 of a cup of OxiClean, and I just sprinkle it around. And then I'm going to put it on the white load and just run it through, and then I'll show you when I'm finished. The next step that I'm going to do on my tennis shoe, this one has really yellowed on the sole and this part here. So I have this Salon Care 40 volume cream. I got it at Sally's it was like $4.25 for this bottle of 4 fluid ounces, and you can keep it for years. So, I'll put it in my shoe care kit, and I'm just going to paint it on all the sole. So I'll be doing, all along here. And I think I'll even do the bottom as well. And then I'll wrap it up in plastic. And usually I put it out in the sunshine to make it get unyellow. But we have not had sunshine for weeks. It's winter and I don't see sunshine coming. So I'm going to try using a hot dryer. The next shoe I'm going to do are these that belong to my nephew. They're not yellowed, but they're brown, and I'm hoping it's not this color wearing through. It could be, but I'm going to try to bleach it with the same 40 volume cream, and I'm just going to paint it on again, wrap it up in plastic, and then use my hair dryer to heat it up. I wanted to show you how well the hair dryer with this 40 volume cream worked. Granted, these are not washed yet, but all that brown came out and they're just really crisp. And the same with these, all that yellow came out by using that hair dryer. And then I also did this pair of shoes because they were really yellowed. So that yellow came out perfectly. So if you don't have the sunshine, get out your hair dryer. It's going to work. And I am going to fix this part right now. So what I'm going to do, because this has a hole completely through it, you can see, I think. I'm going to take a little piece of a t-shirt, an old t-shirt I just cut like a little patch, and I'm going to put it behind here, and I'm going to use this super glue. And last time I had just Gorilla Glue, and it worked. I didn't have quite a hole all the way through, so I didn't have to make a patch. But I'm going to use this super glue, and I'm going to put the patch and glue that behind here so it has something to adhere to. And then this split, I'm going to put super glue behind that. And then I will show you what I'm going to do to camouflage those cracks even more. So I've got my patch done with my super glue and a little piece of a t-shirt. So now to even camouflage this more, what I'm going to use is just a white shoe polish. And what I'm going to do is just squeeze this into here and use it like paint. I've got a little paintbrush and I'm just going to camouflage the crack so that it doesn't show anymore. And the other thing I'm going to camouflage or do, and even like along here, like if you look right in here, I can just run my brush this way and it takes away all of that old look. And even like if I see little bits of yellow, and the same with the material part, I'm just going to brush it with my shoe polish just to hide the staining. What I'm going to do with this shoe is the same thing. I'm going to put the white polish along that seam to hide that. And then same with this shoe, it needs it like along in here and on the back. And then I'm going to put the laces on and I'll show you before and afters of all the shoes. I wanted to show you the befores and afters. So this was the material shoe. That looks good. Then this leather pair, I took this lace out to show you how dirty these laces were, and they really got clean. And then also they were really yellow and they looked all crispy and white again. And I did glue the cracks in them. So that pair, and then I have this pair here. I accidentally already put the lace in the OxyClean, not thinking, and I got the yellow out of these as well. Then check this pair out. Oh my goodness. Look how dirty. And remember the brown, all that came out. So these look really nice. And then the last pair I have here is this pair. And they were so yellow and they look really good now. I'm really happy with this pair of shoes and I can wear these. This, no, but this, yes. So these were the before and afters. Wasn't that amazing that you could take some really dirty tennis shoes and make them look good again? So anyway, instead of going out and buying new ones, take care of the ones you have. It'll be good for your pocketbook and great for the environment. Anyway, if you enjoy watching videos like this, if you could do the like, subscribe, and the notification bell, I would really appreciate it. Thank you for watching and have an amazing day.